It is now my pleasure to announce this year's recipient of Florida legal profession's highest public service honor, Tobias Simon Pro Bono Service Award. This year's award goes to Jeanne Trudeau Tate of Tampa. She's made it a priority of her career to help abused, neglected, and abandoned children, many with special needs. She is widely recognized as a premier adoption attorney and has used her skills for the benefit of those in need. She has done this through local bar organizations and has offered to handle every adoption-related case presented to Bay Area Legal Services. Ms. Tate also has worked with the state to provide private adoption options for children in need and created a nonprofit called Heart of Adoptions Alliance, Inc. The latter organization raises money to give private grants and interest-free loans to prospective adoptive parents. In all, she has donated many hundreds of pro bono hours. As an adoptive parent, it is especially my pleasure to ask this year's award recipient to approach the bench and receive your award, shake the hands of the justices, and proceed to the podium for remarks.
I'm exceptionally honored to stand before you all today, and I give 1,000 thanks to the justices of the Florida Supreme Court and the bar, particularly Gwen Young and Margaret Matthews, and to one of my very early mentors in life, Ben Hill, who not only gave me my first job, but emphasized by his word and by his deed the importance of pro bono work. And I want to also thank you and acknowledge the incomparable Rosemary Armstrong, who nominated me for this award and remarkably from Tampa won this award last year. I salute everyone today that has been honored by the Florida Supreme Court. It is just overwhelming, I think, as you know, to be here. You know, I grew up in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was the oldest of 4 children, and no one in my family even went to college. It was basically hard work, nose to the grindstone. We got things done. But South Florida was a place where there were very stark contrasts between the haves and the have-nots. And there were differences, even though we all played by the same rules, about the opportunities that were given to people. People of color, people whose names were different, people who looked different, people who spoke in a different way were not given the same opportunities. And so those images, as I matured, kind of seared a memory in my brain that I think contributed to the person that I am today, and has kind of caused me to live by a very, I guess, simple and succinct adage of Winston Churchill, which is, we make a life by what we earn, but we make a living by what we give. And giving has always been a part of my life, particularly in the area of abused, neglected, and abandoned children. And I sit here today in the company of someone like Tobias Simon. He was a giant in our legal profession. He was a passionate visionary. He was someone whose work on behalf of the downtrodden exemplifies, I think, the very, very best that we can be as lawyers. But if he were here today, he would tell you that these awards are not about us. They are about shining the light of day on the disenfranchised, about the poor, and about the people that can't do the things in life that we can do, that can't even find a place to live, that's free of domestic violence, that's free of abuse, that's free of neglect. And so in his honor, I think I issue a clarion call to all of you, as some of my colleagues have done here today. Go back to your communities and embrace pro bono. Do it with a passion. Do it with perseverance, and I promise you won't be let down. It will be one of the most meaningful things that you do. And for my sake, I know our children count on you to do that. Thank you very much.